Hi, I'm Rick, NK9G. Welcome to my shack. This video is of the New Jersey QRP Club's 10th annual Skeeter Hunt. It was held on August 15th, 2021. I've been in this contest every year since its inception in 2012, and it's definitely a favorite. CW and single sideband are the modes of operation. And this is a great contest for the newer slow CW op because the guys on the other end will slow down for you. And it's an easy exchange because you know what's coming. RST, state, province, country, Skeeter number, or power. And where do you get that Skeeter number from? On the first day of summer and thereafter, you can apply to the contest chair, W2LJ. And you can pick your number, or if it's not available, he'll assign you one. Single sideband QRP in this contest is a tough nut to crack. You had better have a good antenna. Hams from all over North America are the main participants in the Skeeter Hunt. And many operate portable, in the field, in their yard, and some may use their home stations. The following are pictures from the participants over the years. Many of these pictures include the equipment. Take note of the minimalist equipment used. For me, I start planning weeks ahead. I make my list of what I think I'll need. I'll go over it time and time again. Failure to plan is planning to fail. I do a lot of portable operating, and I carry everything. Doubles, if not triples of everything. So days before, I check my radio, the battery, antenna, coax, the key, everything. Setup time is not the time to be preparing your equipment. I call it being prepared. And if I operate in a public venue where people can roam, I can't leave to go and get something I forgot after I'm all set up. In today's world, I could come back and it could be damaged or gone. So my policy is, if I don't have it, I'm screwed. So let me show you my equipment. I use Mason line for just about everything. There's good quality line and the Chinese line. The Chinese line is good for 50 pound strength. It works great, but it wears out fast. The good Mason line has about 75 pound tensile strength and holds up pretty well. But to pull up my heavier antennas, I use 3/16 paracord. It's easier to pull a heavy rope than a small line. But sometimes I want to be stealth. So what do I use? Monofilament fishing line. I don't use it to pull the antenna up, but I use it to hook the ends on. And I can pull it out and run it forever. So how do I get my antennas up so high? Well, I use this. It's a home-brewed pneumatic air cannon that I made. Smaller chamber here, about 16 inches long. It's got a brass valve. I had the PVC on here, cut it out and threw it away. They're scrap in my opinion. And of course my reel. I use larger reels because the drag is usually better on a larger reel. Plus you can hold more line. One thing I do so I know how old my line is, or when I last replace it, I put the pound strength on here and the day that I replaced it. So when I want to use it, I'm ready to go. I use two sizes of PVC weights, a 6-inch and a 4-inch. They're 1.25 inches in diameter and they're filled with nuts. I carry multiples of these because when you shoot them off, if you hit a branch square or if it comes down and hits the ground hard, they tend to shatter. So I have to have backups. And another way is my wrist rocket slingshot. It's just a cheap wrist rocket slingshot that I bought. With a bracket, once again a larger reel because it has a better drag. And this here, I take a 4-ounce lead weight and bingo, up in a tree. On a calm day, I can shoot up to 50 feet. My antennas for this day were 2 antennas, yes. And I used a 2040 Delta loop that was up about 65 to 70 feet. The feed point was about 12 to 15 feet above the ground. And it was orientated east-west for north-south signals. Worked great. My other antenna was an 88-foot doublet, about 45 feet above the ground, fed with 47 to 48 feet of twin lead 300 ohm old TV line. I have not found a difference between this stuff and the 300 ohm ladder line. This was orientated north-south for signals east-west. This is my main go-to antenna for portable operations, and as long as I can put up big antennas, I will. I say go big or go home. Down the road, I know this is going to change. It's about age and physical abilities. So, it's a short drive down to the park on the shore of Lake Michigan. There are many trees 80 to 90 feet high to pick from. And since I go here often, I have some favorites. And here's where it all starts. Sheridan Park in Cudahy, Wisconsin. Great view, peaceful, and not a lot of people traffic. Here's a 20-second video of setup that took 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm about 150 feet from the water's edge, up on a bluff about 100 feet above the water. The first antenna to go up was the Delta loop, and then the 88-foot doublet, and then the operating position. This is a skeeter hunt, and I'm by the lake, so I have to come well equipped because there's plenty of mosquitoes, plenty of biting flies, and nasty spiders. I use a folding wagon to haul all my toys in from the road to my site, and I also use a folding lightweight 4-foot folding table. My rig for the day, an ICOM 705. It's a great radio. It's like the 7300 in many ways. This is the first contest I've operated with it. The 705 has a built-in keyer and built-in memory keyer. They both work great. I built this 8-position memory keyer to work with the 705, and it works very well. I prefer to use a heavier key. This is the Kent single lever paddle. The big pitfall with the 705 is a lack of an internal tuner. And for that reason, I carry an LDG Z11 Pro. It works great with no issues. When using my 88-foot doublet and the LDG tuner, sometimes I need a balun. So this is a homebrewed 1-to-1, 4-to-1 switchable balun. It's based on the BL2 by Elecraft, and it certainly makes a difference. So you don't need big antennas, but it certainly makes a big difference. In this contest, many use small antennas, small verticals, soda antennas, buddy poles, end-fed half waves, and magnetic loops. Remember, the best antenna is the antenna that you have up. So on this Sunday, it's 8:30 in the morning. I make sure that I have everything. My truck was loaded the night before. So today I grabbed my cooler and I'm on my way. I'm planning on 3 hours to set up for a 4-hour contest. Crazy. It is.
But if you're not calling, you're not working them. You gotta let them know you're there.